my gosh. Hala! Live na to. Hala!
Ang goal kasi ng company is to change the old style ng internship program sa Pilipinas. Some of the seniors na na-experience nila, nag-photocopy lang, nag-stapler lang, nagbutas lang ng cheque. So we don't want that. And I believe kayo din as aspiring interns, naghahanap din kayo ng right company na perfect para sa inyo.
I see internship as an opportunity for us students to experience practical working, explore career development, learning new skills, and of course, gaining knowledge in a field related to what we plan or desire to pursue someday.
Spending 40 hours a week required me a whole lot of adjustment, time management, and discipline.
Every day, merong morning briefing, and that's one of the best ways to start your morning actually kasi masasanay talaga yung katawan mong gumising ng maaga pa sa alarm mo.
WSAP taught me how to be braver and more confident because according to Mr. DJ Yusan again, everything is a learning experience. There's no better way of learning than through a hands-on experience. Working here helps me instill a sense of professionalism
That is necessary for me to compete in the business world. Sitting on important meetings, calls, or presentation allowed me to learn about office etiquette, allowed me to learn about how you effectively communicate with others.
One thing I've learned there is growth. I was able to grow as a person. I was able to test my skills, especially my leadership skills, and to enhance my communication skills. With that being said, you're not only limited to tasks at hand, but you are able to go out of the comfort zone. You are able to talk to teachers, talk to professionals, and to open our eyes in the real corporate world.
My name is DJ Yuson. I'm the founder of Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines Internship Program.
Good morning, everyone. I hope that all of us are well rested because we have a very long and exciting day ahead of us, filled with educational and interesting activities.
Today's Internship Summit aims to provide extensive opportunities and background provisions to the interns that would give them the further extended capacity to meet their responsibilities in this organization. This summit, however, not only aims to be a webinar for skill building and knowledge provision, but also as a form of program that hopes to help us get to know each other better, enhancing organization rapport.
So, before we proceed, I just want to remind you to always turn your camera, mute your microphone to avoid distraction, observe proper decorum, and be interactive. During the open forum, you may unmute your mic or you may type in the chat box your questions. In a few minutes from now, we will begin our program. Thank you.
However, let us first give thanks to the Lord and humbly ask for his guidance for today through heartfelt prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Dear Father, we offer everything and thank you for everyone gathered here today to walk with you. May we ask you for your blessing and guidance so that the set for this undertaking be successful. See the wonderful things from this activity. We ask that you to open our ears so that we may retain the invaluable knowledge. Open our minds for us to think wisely. Put us with understanding, cooperation, and peace in fulfilling our responsibilities. Open our hearts so that we may receive your everlasting love. And open our spirit so that we may know that you are with us all throughout the day. We ask all this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Welcome to the first day of this three-part event. I'm Emmanuel Almadine.
And I am Chino, and we are your hosts for today.
But before we start, Sir Chino, let us ask first some of our participants, what are they feeling right now and what are their expectations for today's event?
All right, so feel free to chat in the chat box what you are feeling today. So you can chat in, are you excited for today? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling fulfilled by this event today? So you may chat in the chat box your expectations right now.
And also from what school you are from. To give us the opening remarks, let us all give a warm welcome to Mr. TJ Yuson that would further orient us about today's event.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, interns. Good morning, academe, and good morning, corporate people. No, this internship summit actually is our dream, and I could say na napatunayan lang natin na ang kayang gawin may mga kayang gawin ang mga interns. Just to inform you, we started this internship program is just to survive lang sa pandemic. But again, I just realized also na this internship program also will open yung mga doors sa lahat ng gusto din makagraduate despite of my pandemic. So 8 months ago, I started this internship program online. I offered it, I posted it on Facebook, and now we have almost 120 colleges and universities joining with our internship program. We have almost 400 alumni. We have almost 300 on-board trainees or interns. Can you imagine? And seeing this actually interns, it's not really a joke. This internship program is not really a joke. Telling to the world, telling to the schools that these people, these young professionals, may mga capacity, may kayang gawin. As I mentioned, this is my dream, and now napatunayan na may kayang gawin ng mga interns. This internship summit, lahat ng nag-organize, gumawa ng script, nag-invite ng sponsors, nag-invite ng speakers, lahat ng nagpagod are interns. And I'm so proud of you, interns. Telling to the world na marami kayong kayang gawin. Hindi lang kayo dapat nag-i-stapler lang, nagpo-photocopy lang. Hindi lang dapat kayo nag-i-encoding lang. I believe the internship program is the best way, to experience talaga the real world. I know it's so hard. Marami din tayong mga OJT coordinators, no? Nakakalaban. It's not really kalaban in a sense. We want to hone, pare-parehas tayo eh. Gusto natin ma-hone yung skills, ma-develop yung skills ng mga estudyante. But in real world talaga, iba yung strategy natin. Iba ang corporate at iba ang schools. So in our internship program, sharing to the all people, na hindi easy. Maraming adjustment. May mga umiyak. May mga napagod. May mga sumuko. Pero gusto ko rin sabihin sa buong mundo that this young professional is merong kayang gawin at hindi din nag-give up. May dapat din patunayan. I'm so proud of all my interns. Okay? Kung asa na tayo ngayon. To be honest with you, it's this not a joke. Having a first internship summit in the Philippines, and I'm pretty sure lalaki pa to. Right? Same kung saan tayo nag-umpisa. Alam ko hindi ganun kadali sa umpisa. Normal yon. Same with your feelings. Nung pumasok kayo sa company namin. Natatakot, kinakabahan. Pero after that, actually, diba? See kung sino na kayo ngayon. Again, interns, I'm so proud of you. Ipagsisigawan ko yan sa buong mundo. Marami kayong kayang gawin. Let's change the old style of internship program in the Philippines. Diba? Let's open more opportunities para sa inyo. Itigil na natin na hindi nagtitiwala ang mga tao dahil fresh graduates kayo. And to all big companies, I encourage you to please give opportunities. Bigyan nyo ng tiwala ang mga batang ito. Marami ang kayang gawin sila. Ibalik natin ulit ang sigla at ang totoong internship program sa Pilipinas. And to all aspiring interns, please allow yourself to experience the real world. I know it's so hard, interns. I know it's so hard. But wala namang madali eh. Walang madali. Even lahat tayo gusto maging successful, right? And hindi madali yon para ma-achieve. So allow ourselves na matuto, mapagalitan, madapa. Pero please, aspiring interns and interns, wag na wag kayo mag-give up. This is our way also to help young people. The economy, to change actually the real concept of internship program. So again, congratulations interns. Congratulations to all people behind of this internship summit. I'm so proud of you all. Trust me, marami pa kayong kayang gawin. So please, wag na wag kayo mag-give up. Again, thank you so much to all people na nandito, to all academics, to all people na nasa corporate world. Maraming salamat. Allow us to introduce to you, this is the first internship summit program ng Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines. My name is TJ Yuson. I'm the founder of Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines Incorporated. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir TJ Yuson, for that inspiring message. You have made an impact to all of us. Looking back to my internship days, that it was really life-changing, I would say. It was able to change my perspective in life, and it was able to open my eyes to the real corporate world. So I would also like to thank Mr. TJ Yuson for that opening remarks.
Thank you for that, Mr. TJ. And also, before we start, Sir Chino, let us first acknowledge the presence of our participants. They are now feeling excited based on their comments here, and most of our participants are from the University of Makati. Welcome. And now,
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we can see a lot of students from different colleges, no? University of
Yes.
Makati, St. Louis College La Union, University of Makati. Wow, that's so great to see you.
Okay, and now to formally start the beginning of this event, it is important for us first to understand that indeed skills and capacity could only be truly developed through actual effort. We on our own as members of the youth are limited in our capacity to further improve our skills, which is why it is a great honor that through the generous and humble hearts of our speakers, we are allowed to also learn from the experience of others far more educated than we are.
So without further ado, we would like to introduce our speaker. She is a graduate of BS Psychology, cum laude. She passed the psychology board exams last November 2019. She also passed the civil service exam last June 2019. She has a vast experience in volume hiring, technical hiring, and niche hiring from entry level, mid level, to high level and executive roles. Sourcing Associate Year 2019 to 2020, a Talent Acquisition Associate Year 2021, an online channel point of contact at Genpact Philippines Year 2019-2021. And now, an executive recruitment consultant at Monroe Consulting Group. I present to you our first speaker for today, none other than Miss Eunice Barrientos.
Thank you so much, Host Chino, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you so much also for having me. I'm really honored to be with you guys today. All right, so I will be starting on my presentation. Let me just share my screen. So before I start, how are you guys? I do hope that you're all well rested, all ready to learn and to listen on our today's topic because I do have a lot of advices or knowledge that I'll be sharing to you today as I've been also an intern, and then I am now in HR. So I will be giving you some advices on how to ace your job applications, all of that. Okay, so let me this way. There, can you see my screen already? Just to confirm.
Yes, po.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Nathan. Okay. So good morning. So for our discussion for today, it would be the relevance and the benefits of undergoing in a quality internship towards being a professional. So how does it relate though for having an internship to being a professional? So what you'll learn for today, hopefully, of course, would be the benefits of internship, but we will not be solely focusing on the benefits of internship since we already know this, no? Yung may expose tayo sa different facets, different departments, different culture, different company work environment, work ethic, work culture. We already know the benefits of internship, but I just want you to know how to make the best out of it on our end. Ano yung mga pwede nating gawin to exhaust all the experiences and all the benefits of internship that we can have. Okay? And then the second would be the career development. So these are all bonuses because it will relate also on our career development and also for our career planning. Okay, so just to have this time full pack for you to gain more knowledge, not only for the internship, not only for the relevance, but also for your career development and also career planning. Okay. For career development, we will be helping you how to know what you really want to do in life. And then for career planning, of course, since we already have the goals now, we already developed, we already know what we want to do, then let us now go to the question of how. Okay, how can we make our goals happen? Okay, right. So let us proceed. So first, what is internship? So an internship is a good introduction to the career that you may want to pursue. So this will really be a stepping stone, a big stepping stone for us to be exposed on various perspectives okay, on various situations, on various challenges, real world experiences. So we will be recognizing what perspective we will be acquiring, okay, and it can help you match to a company that fit your career goals. So for your career goals, of course, it will depend. Okay, so let's say you're a tech. So I saw here that there are several tech students here and also accounting students. So let's say example for tech now, you want to be on a software development company, you want to be on the IT security company, you want to be in the BPO, in the IT services. So it will also give you a knowledge of what company you want to join in the near future. So if ever you are exposed to this kind of knowledge, just uh, please exhaust no yung mga knowledge and ask your supervisors and do a research na rin for your additional knowledge. And then next would be companies typically have to meet education requirements for internship. So not only we can apply for internship in any company, but of course that company should have to reach or meet the educational requirements if they can really accommodate us, if they have prepared training requirements or training equipments, what else, training sessions. So for us to really to gain knowledge and experience on our internship. So we are very thankful that we have this internship summit or this program, no, for us to help for us to join a company and have an internship that is really, we will be valuing for the rest of our lives. And then of course you will be exposed to many aspects of company spaces to help you explore the work you intend to pursue full time. So when you start or when you join the company for internship, of course you will be exposed to different departments, different facets. Okay, so in a company, of course, there will be technology department, there will be HR department, there will be sales department, marketing department. There will also be company what do you call this? Company clinic for our med students. If you want to do a corporate, you want to be a corporate nurse, so you will be exposed to different facets, different departments. So therefore, you can definitely choose if ano yung department na gusto nyo pasukin in the near future. Okay. All right. So let us now go to the getting the best out of internship. Okay, so first will be the research experience. So for this research experience, this will reflect yung knowledge natin, pagkuha ng knowledge about the perspective and also yung kung ano yung gusto nating malaman when it comes to the company, when it comes to industries, ano ba yung mga facets na pwede natin pasukin. And also, this will also help us if meron pa sa inyong nagsistart mag-thesis. If ever wala pa kayo naiisip na thesis titles or research titles, this will definitely help you to create one. Okay, since may expose na tayo sa different scenarios of our lives, different correlations or any life situations or demographics, internship can really help you to create one research title or thesis titles. Okay, and then the second would be job experience. So this is will not only focus on the task itself, but this will also expose you to different job culture or job environment. Okay? This will also reflect yung pakikisama natin sa mga magiging katrabaho natin, ka-workmate natin. So it will be the whole job experience na. If you will be handling the task, what are the strategies, yung observation din natin, to other professionals that we are seeing on that internship on that company, we will definitely experience that. Okay, so it will be like a hands-on experience na on the real world, on the adult world. Okay, And then the third would be we will be having access to variety of tasks and departments. So for this, my advice to you in taking the internship is be flexible, no? Learn to adjust. Because in the real world, I must say, you are given a job description. Yes, you as you venture out your job applications, the job hirings in JobStreet, in LinkedIn, in Indeed, of course, you will read the job description. So in the real world, you will not be focusing and you will not be doing the task that is just on the job description. You have to do the work of others. You have to extend your help to other departments. Okay, so you will be required to do tasks that is out of your plate, that is out of your job description. So if merong pinapasa sa inyo na na task na, let's say, hindi related sa accounting, hindi related sa tech, okay, hindi related sa HR, grab it. Okay, so you have to be flexible, you have to adjust kasi it will really help you, and additional knowledge na din on how the departments work kasi interdependent yan, interconnected yan on how the company runs. Kaya yung company is merong iba't ibang departments kasi they work together. Okay, so for you to also know ano ba yung ginagawa doon na mag-correlate dito sa job ko, because in the near future you will have the contribution, you will be part of the company na, you will be part of the company's success on the process. Okay, so just grab everything that that is assigned to you, so it will be helpful to you din naman. Okay. All right, and then the next would be, of course, internship will help you and guide you to know your career goals. So of course, you will be exposed into various tasks na, no? Into various job, position, or roles in the company. Since ma-observe natin yung iba't ibang tao or professionals na nandun. So dito na papasok yung may isip natin, gusto ko ba maging manager? Parang ang galing niya, gusto ko bang maging managing director, gusto ko bang maging CEO, di ba? So it will really help us to recognize if ano ba talaga yung gusto nating makamit sa buhay na position or roles or estado ng buhay. Okay? Gusto ba nating maging doktor talaga? If doktor, anong specialty? Kung gusto ba nating maging tech manager, anong facet siya? Is it more on software development? Is it more on cybersecurity, information security? Is it more on project management and IT software and services? So, ayun, dito din natin malalaman sa sarili natin or yung interest natin, dito tayo magkakaroon ng interest na ito ba, gusto ko ba maging siya? Okay? Gusto ko ba maging leader? Parang hindi ko kaya. Parang gusto ko consultant na lang ako or what? Gusto ko na lang maging secretary, gusto ko more on admin task. So, ito na, dito na natin ma-recognize yung gusto natin gawin sa buhay or yung career goals natin. Okay? And then next would be mentorship. So for me, this will be the best, and this will be the top priority for us to get in our internship. Why? Kasi if we talk with a professional, in a successful professional na, we need to ask things. Kung if ever, do you have any advice for me na nagsistart sa ganitong career? Ma'am, sir, if meron po ba kayong may a-advise sa akin na gusto ng ganito, gusto maging ganyan, ano ba yung mga challenges, ano ba yung need ko i-take na certifications or credentials or masteral degrees, ano ba yung kailangan kong gawin? Okay? So mentorship, since they experience it na, yung mga professional, they already experience these kind of situations, naging intern din sila, naging kayo din sila na nagsa-start. So better if we can get a lot of advices from our mentors and also our supervisors. Kasi from that, we can definitely know what will be our next step, what will be our career, our plans in our career. Okay, it will give us also choices kung paano natin sila gagawin. So doon na rin papasok yung career planning. It will give you a quick grasp on how they went through their career. So of course, you want to plan also on your part. Okay. And then next would be create a professional network. So speaking of mentorship, of course, we are talking now with our supervisors, with other professionals. So of course, we will be creating a professional network now. So you can connect with them on LinkedIn like that. So this will be a good start for us to create a professional network, since if you build a good professional network, they can have a good you can have a good word of mouth. So when we say word of mouth, they can give you they can be your character reference. Okay, so they can give you recommendations, since they do have a lot of connections now with other companies, and also on the company na itself, no. If you create a good foundation, therefore you can create also a good character reference. And minsan kasi if yung pinag-OJT-han natin, some of us, some of you, no, yung pinag-OJT-han natin is yun na rin yung magiging future first job natin pagka-graduate natin. Kasi you build a good professional network, and maganda yung performance mo, maganda yung pakikisama mo sa company, sa kanila. So definitely, you can be competitive kasi nagkaroon ka na ng training sa kanila, and then you already prove to the company that you are deserving to be part of the company soon after graduation. So minsan nga may mga company pa na very generous kasi hinihintay ka talaga nila mag-graduate, no? Yung minsan merong mga cases na sila na talaga yung nag-reach out sa'yo para mag-join sa company nila, kasi nga nakita na nila yung enthusiasm mo, yung determination mo, and also your performance mo on how you adjust, on paano ka nakisama nung internship days mo. So it is better for us to create also a professional network on our internship. Okay. Next would be, of course, internship will help you build a strong resume. Okay, especially for you guys who are fresh graduates. As an HR, I will definitely look into the OJT, what you did on your OJT days or internship days, because this will be our basis, no, for our decision if we will hire you, if the experiences are well met on the job description, if you have the experiences to join the company, no? So better if all that you experience on your internship, put it in your resume. So kahit humaba pa yan, basta ilagay niyo lahat ng mga na-experience nyo, and also your perspective nyo, and pwede rin yung mga ad hoc tasks na kahit hindi connected dun sa course nyo, definitely meron din siyang additional impact, kasi I will see as an HR, no, you did you did some task then na hindi connected, so means you are flexible. So it means that you can adjust to any task that is being passed to you. So kasi we are not basing on skills kasi since fresh grad nga kayo. So we are also looking if flexible ka ba, if magaling ka ba mag-adjust sa mga ipapagawa sa'yo, since fresh graduate ka, there will be a general or vast task that we will be giving to you. So, you know, it is more on the character na lang din of the applicant. Okay? Alright, so next would be, of course, internship will secure good references and recommendations. So as per I mentioned on the part earlier about the create a professional network, of course, we can secure good references and recommendations from our supervisors or professionals that we met on our internship. So better if we can get their email address or contact numbers, kasi ilalagay natin yan sa resume. So kasi itong character reference ito, it will have a great impact on the decision making ng company if i-accept ko ba or hindi. For me as an HR, doing character references, kahit anong ganda ng resume mo, let's say you are professionals na, you have job experiences na, if I'm doing character reference, ang ganda ng resume mo, super meet or na-met mo yung job description, yung qualifications, kahit anong ganda niyan. If ever ma-call ko yung character reference na binigay mo or yung supervisor mo before or your teacher mo before, that can really have an impact, no, on our decision making. It can low our interest in hiring you. So you can also choose good reference naman kung sino yung mga tao na napalapit ka, no, pwede rin sila maging good reference because they can really recommend you to other companies as well. Okay? Lalo na pag supervisor are very successful na yung madami ng companies na napasukan. So maybe some of their previous companies napasukan mo, and then she or he or your supervisor will recommend you to join the company. Of course, it will really have a great impact because hearing your experience, yung mga reviews ng ibang tao sa'yo, parang ano lang, no, reviews sa Indeed or sa internet. Yung reviews sa'yo or feedback sa'yo ng ibang tao, it is very important for us to decide if whether to hire you or not. Okay? And then, of course, lastly, it will help you build your confidence. So because in internship, dito na papasok yung maturity. Okay? So hindi na to school, hindi na mga ka-age mo yung mga kasama mo, no? Ang mga kasama mo na dito is iba't iba talaga, iba't ibang age, iba't ibang culture, iba't ibang gender din. So you have to adjust, and your perspective should be open. Okay? You have to be open-minded for this. So since magmamature na tayo, it will build our confidence to take on the challenges. It will build our confidence to talk with certain people, no? It will build our confidence to take the challenges, to decide, okay? Because yes, if ever matanggap kayo sa isang company, and then of course, first 1 to 3 months, no, siguro, merong mga training sessions na gagawin for you ng HR or what. So after that, you will work solely na, since syempre, i-own mo na yung job mo, gagawin mo na yung trabaho mo, ganyan. So you have to build your confidence then. If kaya mo ba siya, be ready for all the challenges that you will be facing. But of course, there will be supervisors naman or managers na willing to help you if ever you have questions, ganyan. So take your time to build your confidence in internship, and also recognize and self-assess. If nagmamature ba ako, ano ba yung kailangan ko gawin, ano ba yung kailangan ko sabihin, ganyan. So even the failures, don't be afraid to have failures in your internship, kasi at least next time you know better. At least next time you will have this lesson, and you will do better in the future if you're working na, ganyan. So make a lot of mistakes na. Don't be afraid to make a lot of mistakes in your internship, kasi ang kailangan mo dun is yung experience. Okay? Alright, so now let us go to the career planning and development. So there is a career roadmap that I want you, or I recommend you to follow. So of course, in knowing or developing our career, you have to first know yourself. Kasi hindi siya mag-develop kung ayaw mo naman pala yung career path mo. Okay? So first would be know yourself, know your aspirations, know your goals, know your competitive side. Saan ka bang part competitive? Let's example, sa sales. Gusto mo mag-sales at madaldal ka, no? Kasi mostly need sa sales na madaldal. You know yourself na madaldal ka, extrovert ka, you want to sell things, you want to offer things to people. So know yourself. So if ever madaldal ako, gusto ko ng ganito, gusto ko ng work na ganito, so I want to work on sales. So yun, kasi you have to pick a job which you will be happy. So you have to know yourself first in order to enjoy the job, and also to reach your targets, to reach your goals. Okay? Then the second would be explore and choose options. So once you know yourself na, your character, your personality, you have to explore and choose options na. So sabi ko nga kanina, since na self-assess mo na extrovert ka and madaldal ka. So of course, you will be exploring and choose options na. So gusto mo ba mag-sales? Gusto mo ba maging marketing? Ano pa? Gusto mo ba maging reporter since kailangan din nating matalak doon, no? Gusto mo ba maging DJ or what? Any of the options you have to list down. So we will be discussing that on the latter part. And then third would be, and of course, gain knowledge and experience. So take volunteers, research, join webinars, join certifications. So any experience that we may have or volunteers that is offered to us by the company. So let us just stay active on the platforms that merong mga announcements na pwede kayong maging involved or summit like this, no? It will be best for you to gain knowledge and experience. No? And then of course, last part will be put it all together, lahat ng mga na-assess sa sarili nyo, lahat ng options and also the knowledge and experience, and then tuloy na kayo sa job search process. Okay? So first would be assess yourself. So let us go back to the know yourself part of the career roadmap. So for the assess yourself, it is not solely about your hobbies. Okay, yung mga gusto nyo gawin, like you want to read and you want to be a writer. You are fond of online games. You want to build apps. Therefore, you can be a software developer or software engineer. For accounting, you want numbers. Okay, you want to you're enjoying budgeting your finances like that. So assess yourself if ano ba yung mga gusto mong gawin araw-araw. Okay? Kasi syempre yung job natin araw-araw natin gagawin, hindi pa tayo magsasawa dito, gusto natin to. So of course, in our everyday lives in the future, we want to have the job, we want to do the job that we like, that we love. Okay? So assess yourself also in terms of your personality and also your character. So i-assess natin, no? If
recording in progress. Recording stopped.
May mga ganun eh. Let's be realistic. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves. So sabihin natin na kapag ba nag-fail ako, ano ba yung responses na nangyayari sa akin? So, nag-give up ba agad ako or I will just push through, no? Kasi minsan yung personality and character, it will also really really affect yung magiging work natin. So let's say example ulit. for the sales, there is a lot of failures and rejections that we will be encountering. Syempre, we offer things to people and we likely to get rejected. Okay? Lagi tayong ma-reject na ayoko ng product mo, ganyan. Ayoko ng services mo or offers mo, ganyan. So are you really ready for those kind of situations? No? And you also have to change and improve. If ever you assess yourself na panghihinaan tayo agad ng loob, of course, improve natin yan. Kung gusto talaga natin ng sales. Okay? Let's say sa accounting, if we are not keen to details, kasi sa accounting, di ba, ang character mo is keen to details, attention to details, kasi numbers yan. If ever magkamali tayo ng isang number, of course, uulit na naman tayo sa pag-budget, pag-draft ng mga finances, financial reports. So, assess yourself if keen ba ako to details, if hindi ba ako madalas magkamali sa mga details and numbers na kailangan sa financial reports. So, of course, you will therefore improve. As you assess yourself, of course, you need to know your weaknesses and also your strengths. Like I mentioned earlier, like sa sales and accounting, yung mga weaknesses natin and strengths. So, of course, we will be improving our weaknesses. Okay? That is the first step of improving, is to knowing your weaknesses. Okay? And being honest with yourself na ito weakness ko to, so kailangan ko tong i-improve. Okay? So, if ever meron tayong mga weaknesses, please wag tayong mahiya kasi lahat tayo may weaknesses. Okay? So, just improve and improve. Wala namang perfect na tao. So, just let's do our best to improve our weaknesses and, of course, maintain our strengths. Okay? Alright. And then next would be conduct informational interviews. So for this is not the job interviews, huh? So for the conducting of informational interviews, you will be talking or interviewing your colleagues and also your friends, what else? Your family then. So ito, tatanungin niyo sila, yung colleagues niyo or yung family niyo, like, ate, kung nakikita mo kung gumagawa or in everyday life, ano sa tingin mo, anong job siguro yung bagay sa akin? Yun. And then yung sa colleagues naman, manghihingi ka ng feedback sa kanila na in everyday that you are talking to me, that na nakakasama mo ko sa school or like virtual school, since nasa online class tayo ngayon, ano yung sa tingin mo na magaling ako, ano sa tingin mo yung weakness ko, yung ano bang work yung napipicture mo sa akin. So they will give you feedback. Okay? Kasi meron tayong mga character or responses or personality na hindi natin nare-recognize sa sarili natin. Pero nakikita ng ibang tao. Okay? So it is more internal and external recognition of who we are and what we are. So let's say on the colleagues, let's say sabi nila sa'yo, Eunice, magaling ka mag-organize ng modules mo, magaling ka mag-organize, magaling ka mag-take note of ano yung mga lessons natin. Okay? So, Eunice, magaling ka sa leadership. Lagi ka nagli-lead if ever may mga kulang, if ever may mga pa-activity sa projects, group projects, nakikita ko talaga sa yung leadership and you can definitely lead quite a lot of people dahil you're very initiative, you're very assertive in the way you work, in the way we study. So ayun, magkakaroon tayo ng idea sa kanila kung ano ba yung nakikita nila sa atin. And then therefore, we can definitely correlate our recognition to ourselves and also kung ano yung sinasabi ng ibang tao or nakikita ng ibang tao sa atin. Okay? So better if tanongin niyo yung mga colleagues nyo or siblings nyo kung ano ba sa tingin nila, ano ba yung nakikita nila sa atin. Okay? And then, ayun, so magkakaroon na tayo ng idea or magkakaroon tayo ng bigger foundation if ano ba talaga yung pipiliin natin na job in the near future. Okay? Alright, so since na-recognize na natin yung character, yung hobbies natin, yung personality natin, and then next would be naman make a list of occupation to explore. So ito na yung mag-gather tayo ng list kung ano ba talaga yung jobs na gusto natin. So of course, hindi naman agad manager, no? Since nagsi-start pa lang tayo. So of course, let's say in accounting. Of course, you will be researching to various platforms like Indeed, LinkedIn, and JobStreet. What are the entry-level positions that we can get being an accountant professional or accountant graduate, okay, accounting graduate. So of course, there will be finance assistant, there will be credit and collection clerk, there will be finance clerk, admin, finance administrator, like that. So any entry level or occupations that you want to explore na pwede tayo mag-start. Okay, so kakalapin lang natin and we will be doing a research and then we will list the occupations that we want to be and the job that we want to have. Okay. Let's say sa tech din, example. So for ITs that we have here, of course, we will start first on being a software engineer, assistant, IT assistant, IT support. Okay, for the security, there will be IT administrator, like that. So all the entry level positions, you have to research all of those, and then you just have to pick what type of task or responsibility, since you will be reading the job descriptions of each naman. You will be recognizing na lang din, or you will choose what you really want, what are the responsibilities and tasks that you want to do every day for you to love your job. Okay. Alright, so since nagkaroon na tayo ng list of occupations, no? And then nag-apply na tayo. So let us now go to the PDCA. So this is a four-step strategy carrying out change. So this is not only for the job applications or job process, hiring process, but this will carry on. This will be a lifelong cycle for you. So let us discuss that in the later part. So for the fourth step strategy, first will be plan. So since we have the list of occupations na before, of course, we need to plan. Ano ba yung mga, saan ba ako mag-a-apply? Ano ba yung mga steps na kailangan kong i-take para ma-reach yung goals ko? So of course, plan. Let's say on med students that we have here, if we have med students here. So for our plan, of course, you would most likely to get an internship in the hospital. Then after that, mag-masteral tayo, simultaneously working in the hospital, then maybe nurse tayo or medical technology assistant, like that. So of course, we need to plan. You want to work and then you want to take masters then. And then after masters, of course, board exam and also doctorate degree like that. So you have to plan talaga yung mga gagawin mo in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. Okay? It's better to have a plan talaga. And then the second would be do. Of course, if may plan na tayo na naka-blueprint, of course, do na tayo. You will be applying na to certain hospitals, to certain companies that you want to join. Okay, you will do your best na to get hired. And then the third would be check. Of course, yung check meaning, check na natin yung mga previous na nagawa natin. Yung mga nagawa natin, yung mga ano bang results noon. So after the results, the last part would be act. So act would be ano ba yung mga kailangan nating i-consider from that lesson, and then ano ba yung kailangan natin gawin moving forward. So let us tackle that in detail. Okay. So for the plan, of course, recognizing what are your goals and objectives and what process will you use to get your targets. Okay? So nandito na rin yung plan mo for 5 years, in 10 years. Kasi minsan, di ba, may mga masteral na 2 years siya, di ba? And then doctorate, 2 years din. And for lawyers, for law naman, you have to take the Juris Doctor, you have to take bachelor's of degree, and then you have to take the bar exam. Okay, so you have to plan. Okay, and then you have to work. Of course, if you want to study, you have to also work simultaneously for you to have your expenses, your own expenses, and ang lucky mo na lang if yung parents mo is sagot pa din yung pag-aaral mo, even in your master's with doctorate degree. Okay? And then, so plan smaller to begin with and test out possible effects. So, since fresh graduates tayo, we should plan smaller. We should be realistic. No? Since entry level pa lang tayo, of course, we should take whatever the chances, what are the opportunities that is offered to us, and then just make the best out of it. Have the experience, no? Any job, please take it. So because we will learn naman on the experience, and then we will just ladder up to our job that we want. Okay, so plan smaller and begin with small or entry-level positions. Okay, and then start on a small scale. You can test possible outcomes. So for this small scale, para hindi din mabigat yung responsibilities, no? Let's say entry-level positions. So you can already test the possible outcomes or the career path. Okay, so let's say you started out as an IT assistant, IT support. So mostly you will be focused on the network security, you will be focused on cyber security, ganyan. So of course yung career path is maglilido on sa security part ng IT. Okay? So you will also be planning, of course, your career path, if ano ba talaga yung facet or company, industry na gusto mo pasukin. Okay? And then implement your plan na. So sell your product, which is you. So your product is only you, your skills, your talents, your energy, and also enthusiasm, and also the character. Okay? So, lagi naman sa job interviews natin, lagi natin sinasabi na we are willing to learn, we are very flexible, we can definitely adjust already on any kind of task that is passed on to us. So, yun, let us be man of our words, okay? You have to, parang kailangan mo siyang panindigan yung mga sinasabi mo. But of course, I believe in you guys. You definitely will be competitive when it comes to the job that you're applying to. Okay? And then third would be collect data as you go along. You will need it for charting and analyzing in the check and act steps ahead. Okay, so this will also be applied on the job process, on the job applications that you are having. So let's say you just had an interviews with the company and then nakalimutan mo na mag-background check, na i-read yung company background nila. So of course, ang nangyari is the company or the HR ask you or question you about what you know about the company. Okay? So of course, you will learn its lessons na hindi ko nasagot yung tanong na yon. So I will do research na. You collect the lesson and then you will do better moving forward on your next interviews. Okay? Okay. So and then look at your results so far. Are you happy with your job? Are you happy with wherever you are in the career development process? So yeah, assess mo din if ever nagkaroon na tayo ng job, ayan, nakapasok na tayo, tapos ito na, meron na tayong career path na sinusunod, all is well na, no? So look also at your results. Okay? So ano na ba yung mga na-experience ko? Related ba talaga to sa gusto kong gawin or sa goal ko na maging manager, ganyan? Will this experience lead me to that kind of successfulness na maitatawag natin? Kasi minsan, ang tao is nagbabago siya ng motivation in every 5 years and every 10 years based sa challenges and situations ng buhay. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. So check your career progression, okay, and what will you do to improve that? What will you do to be ahead and to progress your career? And the next is, how is your actual accomplishment measuring up next to your intentions and wishes? So ayun na, as I mentioned earlier, i-recognize natin kung ito bang mga experience ko na nandito, talagang mag-lead siya dun sa career path na gusto ko. So yun yung kailangan nating masagot and ma-recognize. Okay? So what are the pros and cons? Of course, you have to recognize also the positive and negative outcomes of the job or the experiences that you have, and then look for where you may have deviated in your intended step. Kasi minsan, yung goal natin is malayo pa, no? Malayo pa or hindi connected sa present situation natin ngayon. So, medyo maging self-aware tayo, no? Kasi minsan, let's say, pinake mo yung isang job na hindi pala related dun sa career path mo. Kasi wala ka ng choice eh. Diba? So, of course, you have to look on what you can do. No? Sige, let's take the experience na and then let's take certifications. Let's take certain master's degree, what else? Trainings, external trainings that will lead us to to our goal or job that we want. Okay? Then of course, ito na. So since na-recognize na natin yung mga, or na-check na natin yung mga results natin, ano ba yung mga gusto natin i-improve? Okay, how should you act going forward or moving forward? What changes in planning, doing, and checking do you want to take? So if ever meron kang gustong baguhin dun sa plano mo, of course, better assess it as early as possible. No? And then next would be learn from previous experience and do better. So of course we have failures now, we have setbacks now. We have to learn from it. We have to take the lesson. No, wag nating personalin or damdamin yung mga failures kasi it is part of career progression. Okay, kahit umiyak man tayo or talagang down na tayo, ganyan, it's okay. Or you just own it, have the failure, ganyan, because it will definitely worth it eh. If malaki yung of course, if malaki yung problem, malaki din yung lesson na makukuha natin. So take the lesson and then change and improve yourself or your response to that kind of problem, your perspective to that kind of problem, and then move along the way and then do better, okay, in the future if ma-encounter na naman natin siya. Okay? So let us now go to career talk. So real talk na tayo. Okay, so for the PDCA, the goal is continuous improvement. It is not a one-stop or like a one-time session lang. It is a lifelong cycle. Okay? Because the goal is continuous improvement. Okay? So sabi ko nga kanina, a person, yung tao is nagbabago talaga siya ng motivation. Kasi let's say in 5 years, we are already been an accounting assistant. And then na-bore na tayo. Gusto na natin na may financial reports, gusto na natin maging finance manager, gusto natin yung nagde-decide ng budget ng company, like that. Let's say sa tech, you have been a software engineer for 5 years na. And then na-bore ka na. Siyempre magsasawa ang tao. Kasi ang tao ay talagang gusto niya laging merong bago, no? And we know that we will be experiencing that in the near future. So the goal is continuous improvement. 5 years ka na naging software engineer, gusto mo maging team lead na. No? Gusto mo na maka-experience ng client-facing environment. Okay, gusto mo na maging ikaw na yung mag-support or maging end-to-end process na dun sa software development. Ganyan, you want to be involved sa company. You want to contribute better or a lot in the company. So, kasi ang tao is lagi siyang naghahanap ng bago or he or she always want to progress. Okay, so it will be a continuous improvement to us. So, so I encourage you to improve a lot. Do not stay on one job description na in 10 years you will be doing that. Of course, you have to progress. Okay, also for your career goals and also personal growth. Okay? And then, when an opportunity doesn't knock, of course, build a door. So, let's say nahihirapan na tayo since ang daming graduate this 2021. So, nahihirapan tayo kumuha ng job, no? So, when an opportunity doesn't knock, hindi pa rin tayo natatanggap or wala pa rin tumatawag sa atin, let's focus on personal improvement. It is building a door. Like, let's say sa tech. Kasi sa tech is very important yung certification sa yung training. So, sa Udemy, sa mga platforms na nag-offer ng trainings about software development. Kasi not all naman not all trainings or knowledge are given in college. Right? So, meron talaga tayong need na external trainings na need i-acquire para na-require sa job na yon para makuha natin yung job na yon. Okay, so focus on self-improvement, have certifications, join webinars, and then include that on your resume. Okay, so kasi as an HR, no, for fresh graduates, it is very impactful if we see the resume na, you joined a lot of webinars, you're very enthusiastic when it comes to gaining knowledge, you're very determined to know and to be trained to be a software engineer, a software developer. So, of course, it will be really helpful for you to be competitive in all the fresh graduates that is applying on that job. Okay? Right. And then, lastly, for those who still doesn't know what they want, it's okay. So, sa lahat ng sinabi ko, no, I know some of you, hindi pa rin nila alam kung ano yung gusto nilang gawin sa buhay nila. So, example na lang is me, no? No, after high school, I didn't know psychology. I was graduated BS Psychology, but I really want medtech. Actually, on my 3 choices, it was medtech, second would be pol sci, and then the third would be IT. Okay, so psychology is not really on my list. Diba yung, as I mentioned earlier, make a list of options and occupations. So hindi talaga psychology yung na-take ko. Kasi of course finance, family, 'di ba? We all know that. Okay? So meron pa sa inyo na nag-take ako ng accounting kasi accountant yung mama ko. Nag-take ako ng tech kasi in demand daw di ba? Nag-take ako ng med kasi gusto ng mama ko or ng papa ko mag-med school. Di ba? So, I know some of you na same scenario ko na they just took the college degree just for our family, kung ano yung kaya ng finance, ng financial status. Okay? But it's okay. It's okay, and you will really gradually recognize naman yung gusto mo talaga. So since medtech talaga yung gusto ko talaga maging doctor, no? But takot ako sa HR. So what I just did is I just took the opportunity and get the best out of it. Actually, nung internship ko, ayoko talaga, wala akong pakialam kung saan ako mapuntang company, no? But merong free internship, which is the educational for psych sa program namin. Merong educational field, you have to be trained on the industrial field, on the educational field, and also on the medical field. So of course, in psych, it will be mental hospital. For the clinical, for industrial, it would be like a corporate or HR department or recruitment department. And for the educational, it should be the guidance and counseling department. So in this, I just took the chances, took all the internship, and then ang pinaka nagustuhan ko is yung sa industrial. So I really want to be an HR. I had fun, no, recruiting people, interviewing people. So even if hindi swak sa career plan or career goals natin, yung kung nasan tayo ngayon, it's okay. Kasi if gusto nyo talaga i-pursue yun in the near future, just take the experiences, just take the job, mag-ipon, and then take certifications for that dun sa align sa job na gusto natin. And then, just plan along the way kung paano tayo babalik doon sa gusto talaga nating tuloy. Okay? So, it is more just like a planning. Don't give up on your dreams. If talagang gusto nyo makamit yung pangarap nyo, but it is not connected sa college degree nyo, it's okay. You can still have plan. You can still shift careers. It's okay. So, because you have a lot of time naman, you have 20 years, 30 years, 40 years to change your career, to have master's degree, to have doctorate degree. And so don't be stagnant na. Porket ito na, makukulong na ako dito. No. You have to explore. You have to encourage yourself to do what you really love. Kasi there's a quote that, like a motto in my life na, if you are not doing what you love, then you are just wasting your time. Okay? So please don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. Live meaningful. Do what you love. Take the job that you want in the near future. Okay? So I hope this real talk helps. If ever nakarelate kayo sa sinabi ko, no? But please don't give up talaga. Huwag kayong mag-stick sa plano ng iba, sa plano ng parents nyo, sa plano ng ibang tao na nagpapaaral sa inyo, no? Don't be stagnant for that. In the next 10 years or 5 years, you will be independent. And you can do that. You can do anything that you want to do, that you love to do. Okay? So, because it's your life naman, hindi nila life yun. So, you will take responsibility in your life and also in your career path. Okay? So, I'm just cheering for you guys. Grabe, participants is 260, no? So, I'm cheering for all of you na narinig yung mga real talks ko about the adult world and real world experience ko, no? So you can definitely do everything that you want in your life. So you have to be the anchor of your life path. Okay? All right. So I think that's it. Hopefully, you had gained a lot of knowledge, and also you took my advices and it helped you. So now let us go for question and answer portion. If you have questions, please chat in our Zoom chat or in our FB chat. I will also be checking that.
All right. So good morning, everyone. We're gonna open the floor for an open forum for question and answer. Yes, Sir TJ, do you have any questions for Miss Eunice?
Hi, Miss Eunice.
Hi, TJ. Hello.
Yeah, oo, hello. So first, actually, thank you, no, for allowing us actually yung invitations. So ang question ko actually, I believe you had nasa corporate world ka,
Yes.
right, Mas Eunice? Yung company nyo ba is nag-open for interns or nag-allow ba sila na ng internship program?
Yeah, sure. So I will be checking that because ngayon kasi walang ina-accept na interns. So, but I will also check with the company.
Yeah, oo. Kasi Miss Eunice, actually, isa yun sa mga goal ng Internship Summit and to know actually kung we encourage kasi all corporate companies, it's not really the government lang na to allow the interns na makapasok talaga sa real world kasi isa yun sa challenge natin, Miss Eunice, right?
Mm.
Diba? Hindi lahat ng companies open. So we want lang actually to know ano kaya mga possible reasons bakit they don't allow interns or they don't accept interns.
So for that, I think if if the company is having a lot of new what do you call this, new candidates or new joiners in the company. So since parang hindi na nila minsan kailangan ng interns, but of course they are really open for that if let's say kulang sila ng manpower. So we can do research about the companies that is kulang ng manpower for the admin tasks, for the entry level jobs. Definitely they can consider internship. So for our company, Monroe Consulting Group, I will definitely check with them if mag-accept kami ng interns kasi before they already accepted interns, but I don't know if they're just adjusting of how can they do the training virtually. So maybe in other companies then hindi lang nila alam kung paano ba mag-train virtually ng mga interns and how the process will be, ano ba yung mga agreements or the files na kailangan nilang i-take no. So maybe we can just educate the companies of how the process will go, no? And then they will be open naman for internship.
So Miss Eunice, na-mention mo na yung company mo before merong interns.
Yes.
Okay. Ano kaya yung mga possible? Kasi let's admit it, Miss Eunice, ang goal na ng Internship Summit is we don't want the old style of internship program. We want actually something better na internship program. That's why we have this, no? Na we don't want na nag-stapler lang. We don't want na, alam mo yun, nag-encode lang ang mga interns o kaya bumibili ng merienda ng mga staff and we don't want
Yes.
that, nag-photocopy. So, paano ang internship program sa company, no?
I am just new in the company, no? So I don't have any feedback pa on how they did the internship before because wala pa ako nandito sa company. But with Genpact, my previous company, no, what we do is we accepted kasi on-site pa nun eh. So we accepted the interns and lahat kami ini-involve namin sila sa interviews, ini-involve namin sila sa mga sourcing activities like calling the candidate, doing the files, yung 201 files na kailangan or requirements. So sila yung ginaguide namin sila doon and basta at least nakaka-copy or tawag dito, monitored namin yung mga actions nila and emails nila. So because we want to have in Genpact, no, we want to have an on-hand experience for these interns. So if ever in Genpact, I can definitely give some recommendations for guys to have the internship virtually. But I don't know if how can they handle that virtually. No? So, but I will be checking with them.
Thank you, Ms. Eunice, for that. So, ma'am, last question. How's your experience ba nung naging intern ka?
Okay, so actually I had 3 interns eh. Pero tigo 1 month lang yun since 3 months, diba, ang natural na or common na time range. So on my educational part experience, I had my internship in a university here in GMA, Cavite. What I did is I've been on admission admission table. So what I did is on-hand training din. So I submitted reports and ako yung nag-organize ng events for career seminars nila since kulang sila ng manpower. So merong dalawang guidance counselor and then yung isa teacher. So ako yung nasa admission and then ako yung sort ng reports, yung mga assessment after seminars, kung ano yung mga feedback nila. So ako yung nag-ayos nun. And also for psych, if merong psych dito, no? Kasi minsan sa guidance counseling, merong mga students na napapatawag and then we have to recommend them to professionals like psychologists. We have to recommend them to psychiatrists kasi may mental health problem na sila. So I'm also exposed to that, but I'm not involved dun sa session, but they taught me kung ano yung mga process and kailangan gawin to recommend the students to psychiatrists or psychologists, and then yung confidentiality din. For the industrial part, I had my internship in ICOR, if you know ICOR in Las Marinas. So I did recruitment activities there. I did sourcing activities. They really gave me on-hand experience, like giving the, what do you call this, giving the exams, the Versant, the Prelits. They trained me just one day and then ako na yung bahala, but they monitored it. So they let me take the on-hand experience. So yun yung nagustuhan ko, yun yung napili ko. That's why I'm in HR right now. Okay? And then the third part is the clinical field. So I'm not lucky enough to have my internship on a mental hospital. So I just had my internship in Berlani Foundation Inc. In DASMA also in Jabez, I believe. In this Berlani Foundation, it is a shelter for those who have mental illnesses na na-recover na. More on monitoring na lang kasi medyo ano na sila, highly functional. So in this internship that I had, I did assessments, no, psychological assessments, no, and then with the guidance of our supervisor. So really on hand, and then ako din yung nag-facilitate ng mga morning routines, ng mga SPED classes kasi may mga SPED doon. So I'm also involved in the SPED class, on the morning activities for the children had mental illnesses and also special children. So on hand din talaga. So if you want to have the informations of the internship, the company that I had internships with, I can definitely send you that.
Thank you, Miss Ines, kasi actually we are looking forward to all companies also. No? We want to recognize them for those companies na talagang nagbibigay talaga ng magandang internship program sa Pilipinas. So yan, hinahanap talaga namin yan. Kasi again, we want actually to change the concept of internship program. Maraming salamat, Miss Ines.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sir TJ, for that question po. Let's go, Eman.
Thank you so much for the question, Mr. TJ. And other questions from our participants, Miss Eunice from James Claros. Is internship can be put as a work experience?
Okay, so for this, in resume ba, no, James?
I think he's pertaining to his resume.
Okay, resume. Okay, so for this, it is better if ilagay na lang natin is internship experience. Okay, not work experience. Unless ang work experience is like summer job na tinake natin sa government. Kasi minsan ang government, di ba, nagpapa-summer job sila for candidates or for students na gusto mag-summer job sa government. You can definitely put as work experience. But if internship talaga na requirements ng college, better if you put it as internship na lang. Kasi for me, on my experience being an HR, medyo naguguluhan ako if work experience pa to kasi 3 months lang siya, diba? Work experience pa to or internship. So better if internship, and then ilagay niyo na lang lahat or i-describe niyo lahat ng mga experiences niyo na ginawa niyo doon sa internship. and we will understand that naman, and we will consider the internship experiences. That's it.
Thank you so much, Ms. Eunice, for the insightful answer. For the next question, coming from Jose Rafael Marquez, I am from a university that don't endorse internships. Will a voluntary internship be a hindrance for me to land an internship? Thank you.
Well, a voluntary internship, how does, I don't think it would be a hindrance because it will definitely benefit you to land a job, to land an internship kasi may experience ka na sa ganito. But I think to on landing an internship, it is more on like a education requirement, di ba? So if ever may company na partner si college natin, and then may agreements naman doon, I think it is not hard, but it is like a benefit since meron na tayong previous work experience. It will be a benefit, not a hindrance.
Let me add that actually, Chino, no, and Miss Eunice. Nowadays kasi napapansin namin sa WSAP, medyo nagiging trend na ngayon yung voluntary actually internship. Example dyan actually si Chino Chavez, one of our hosts, is our volunteer interns from FEU Makati. Second year pa lang yan. We have many actually students. Merong mga dalawa, nakatatlo na, nakaapat na that still pumapasok. And we encourage actually interns because actually yun yung purpose para mas lalo pa kayong to have an experience, para mas maging competitive pa kayo. So yun, we encourage actually interns. Kung kaya yung mga interns na nandiyan, don't hesitate. This is not just an requirements lang ng school. So let's change that idea. No, pero pwede rin talaga kayo muna para at least alam mo yon, mas ma-equip kayo, mas ready kayo, alam mo yon, at saka hireable talaga kayo because of that internship experience. Alam mo yon, nag-volunteer ka, mas dagdag points yon, to be honest with you. So yon, I believe some schools then hindi din talaga sila open, hindi lahat ng courses. Yun yung basic experience namin. Especially hirap din sila because of the virtual setup, even the companies. Kaya hindi sila ngayon nag-a-accept, Ms. Eunice. It's because yun yung challenge, especially for accounting, anong security ng company, diba? Na safe yung figures, safe ba yung, alam mo yon, yung mga data na maibigay sa mga interns. So yun yung nagiging challenge actually ngayon. Pero yun, actually, yun na yung latest trend ngayon. Marami na nagvo-volunteer. So please, aspiring interns, so after the minimum requirements, okay, ng school nyo, so allow yourself pa na mag-join with other companies, especially with the pandemic. If you're not really confident pa or ready pa to get a job, so please, apply pa kayo. All right? Thank you.
Ayan, from Mr. or Miss J.K. Perdonio, can you share a scenario or situation wherein you are asked for a certain task you are unfamiliar with, and how did you handle that situation?
Okay. Certain task and I'm unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar.
Okay. On my internship, no? So, actually, I experienced that a lot. Kahit hindi ko, kahit hindi ko scope, or actually, ayaw kong gawin. you have to definitely take that. So, any experience, kailangan mong i-grab talaga kasi in the near future, in 5 years and 10 years, it will matter. Kasi nagkaroon kayo na exposure dun sa task na yon or responsibility. Therefore, it will be a benefit to us kasi malay mo maging relevant yon sa magiging task mo in the near future. So, like, buti na lang, no? Makapasabi din tayo in the future, buti na lang tinake ko tong opportunity na to or task na to. Pero wag naman sana, no, if yung naiisip nyo is yung bumili ng merienda, ganyan, yung mga, hindi talaga, but definitely you have to take that for the sake of preference and also yung grade nyo or your performance nyo. So, take that na lang, but ang advice ko na lang siguro, if laging ganito yung scenario, no, ito kasi yung problem minsan talaga, you have to be initiative, no? Pagkapasok mo, let's say, today, ayoko nang magbumili ng merienda ganito or what, or just minimal jobs na ganito or experience. Gusto ko ng rich experience na you have to present yourself dun sa supervisor. Kailangan mo laging maging curious ka. No, parang ipakita mo na I'm willing to learn. No, just please give me some experience or task na I will definitely learn from. Okay? Kasi minsan kasi they're just waiting you for the initiative. Kung gusto mo ba talaga matuto sa internship mo, no? So that's how we get the best out of internship. Sana wag po tayong mahiya na mag-ask supervisor. Like, ma'am, can you tell me what are the tasks that pwede niyo pong ibigay sa akin? Like, admin task, can I pwede po ba ako manood sa inyo? Pwede po ba akong ma-involve sa meetings niyo? Ganyan. Pwede po ba akong sumama, no? Sa mga meetings, sa mga training sessions. And they will be accommodating naman. And they will be like, wow, mapapawaw sila sa inyo kasi wow, this student is very initiative, very, talagang pinupush niya na to learn on the company, on the task, on the job. So definitely they will wow you and your performance will of course, they will be impressed. So yun lang. So I hope yung advice mo is matake mo and then take initiatives. Okay?
Thank you so much, Ms. Inges. That is very true. No? We have to be proactive in our companies in order for us to get the best out of our internship. So for the next questions, we have James Claros. Can I ask more po? If pwede, is it comparable po ba? Virtual internship at yung on-site. Saan po yung dalawa ang pinakamasarap pakinggan sa isang company? Kasi po may times na mababa yung pagtingin nila sa remote internship versus on-site based lang po sa experience ko.
I see. Okay. So for me, it depends kasi meron kasi mga company na on-site sila ngayon. And then, merong ibang companies na remote, prefer na remote. So if sanay ka sa internship or work na remotely, hindi ka na kailangan. Kasi merong pagkakaiba talaga. Pag on-site, dun titingnan yung on-hand experience mo. For virtual naman, yung part na sanay ka na hindi ka na kailangan kulitin virtually, yung hindi ka na, sanay na to sa remote work, remote work din tayo. So, ma-accept ka nila sa virtual environment. Kasi since sanay ka na sa virtual world, like, kailangan mo maging proactive, maging active online palagi sa mga meetings, sa mga what do you call this, sessions or tasks. You have to be proactive on the emails, ganun. So I don't know if some companies, why do some companies reiterate the versus remote and on-site? Kasi it also depends if on-site si company or remote pa si company. So maybe just push to finding a right company for you that is open for any kind of internship that you have.
Thank you so much, Miss Eunice. Question again from Miss China May. What was your greatest takeaway from the internships that you had? Yes po, sir.
Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you ha. I need to add lang dun sa question, no?
Okay, sir.
Kasi especially virtual tayo, no? To compare actually both on-site and the virtual, for me, depende dun sa experience mo. Depende sa kausap mo actually. Pero if you ask me, kung tatanungin mo ako ngayon, ano ang better, I suggest virtual. You know why? Virtual is the real world right now. What if kung hindi matapos si pandemic? Diba? Diba, hindi pa rin ba tayo mag-a-adjust? So for me, kung nasa virtual ka at marami kang na-experience, natuto ka, mas matalino ang virtual setup versus the on-site. Kaya nga nowadays, mas marami ang companies na hindi nag-a-accept ng virtual, nahihirapan sila eh. Right? And I could say, Ms. Eunice, and to all interns, to all teachers na nandito ngayon, WSAP is perfect actually internship program for a virtual setup. Here, we don't limit actually our students. And I'm so proud of that. So for me, show to them, iho, kung ano talaga yung natutunan mo. This is not about the company. For example, nasa top 1,000 yung company mo, pero ano ba talaga natutunan mo at anong ginawa mo doon? Baka nag-stapler ka lang din naman, kahit on-site ka, right? So you need to show to them ano ba talaga yung experience. And that's our goal actually with our interns here in our company. We want na may hugot talaga sila. Mas yun is kung nahihirapan sila, umiyak ka. Diba? I really don't care. Magiging honest ako sa inyo. Kasi that's the real world. Until now, kahit si Miss Eunice, if you ask kung nahihirapan ba siya sa work, hindi ba toxic or pressure, nandyan pa rin yan lagi. Kahit we are old enough to face actually the challenges, we are mature enough, hindi mawawala yung kaba, hindi mawawala, alam mo yon yung pagkakamali, hindi mawawala yung tawag nito, syempre takot. Alam mo yon, to face that. So, hindi yun nawawala intern. So, wag nyong i-limit yung sarili mo. Allow. It's okay lang. Normal lang yun. So, again, ask yourself, ano ba talaga natutunan mo? So, check also the companies. Show to the HR kung saan ka man nag-a-apply, kung ano natutunan mo. Importante yun. Alright? Thank you.
And thank you for that, Mr. TJ. Ayan, remember natin yung sinabi ni Sir na i-allow natin yung sarili natin, ipakita natin kung ano yung natutunan natin, kung ano yung mga na-enhance na skills natin. And to continue Ms. Shaina May's question, what was your greatest takeaway from the internships that you had that definitely helped you to land a corporate job?
Okay, so thank you so much, Shaina, for that question. So greatest takeaway from internship definitely help me. It is not solely on the task and the responsibilities, the what do you call this, the experience that I've had, but mostly yung maturity ko. Kasi yung nag-internship ako, dun talaga nag-open yung perspective ko, yung mind ko. Kasi you will be facing and you will be talking or be with other age, other culture, other preference, other genders, and you will be exposed to different kinds of perspective. Kasi hindi lahat ng mga pinaniniwalaan mo is paniniwalaan din nila. They do have a lot of perspective pa, ibang perspective. So what definitely helped me is yung maging open-minded. Okay? You have to be flexible kasi in a job, hindi lang siya more on task eh. Hindi lang siya more on results or targets, ano yung targets mo. It is also yung pakikisama mo sa ibang tao. Okay? Kasi you will be working with a team, you will be working with a company who is or which is interdependent and also interconnected. So if hindi ka marunong makiconnect or makisama sa ibang tao in a team, of course, the project will fail, the production will fail. So, yung pinaka-lesson talaga that I had on my internship is to be more collaborative. You have to be open. Hindi lang pwede yung opinions mo. Hindi lang pwede yung self mo, yung personal nararamdaman mo. But you have to consider the whole team. Okay? You have to consider how the company will run, what will be the effects if naging ganito yung response mo, no? If kailangan mo ba ng motivation, kailangan ba ikaw yung mag-lead sa kanila? Kasi there are certain situations in workplace talaga na hindi lang more on sa task and results. It is more on din yung sa teamwork and yung what do you call it, yung connection mo sa iba't ibang team and sa iba't ibang nagka-work mo. So, ayun. Please focus also on having this perspective, on being open to other perspective kasi para maintindihan natin yung ano ba yung work ethic nila, ganito ba yung strategies nila. Okay? So, ayun lang. So, best advice is not only, do not focus only on the task and experience, but also yung interrelationships natin with other people.
Thank you so much, Ms. Eunice. We would like to also acknowledge the last comment by the OJT advisor of Central College. Agreed, student interns also evaluate the host company on how the company delivered the OJT program. Like this orientation event is a plus factor to the company. So thank you for that comment.
Thank you so much, Ms. Eunice Barrientos, for that very interesting and educational take on today's topic. Indeed, your perspective on professionalism is grounded upon your years of expertise, and from the quality of the lessons you gave, it has proven to be quite extensive. My takeaway on this, Sir Chino, is that we should know first what do we want to be in the future, so that when we start looking for an internship company, we would be able to practice and enhance our skills. And we should always do our best because who knows, maybe someday your internship company would be your workplace eventually. Make a lot of mistakes according to Miss Eunice. This may sound cliche, but it is true. Experience is indeed the best teacher. Let me just share this quote from Robert T. Kiyosaki. Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. If you're afraid of losing, you're afraid of success. Thank you. Yes, sir, TJ?
Ayan. Actually, i-comment ko lang yung teachers na nandito na may mga OJT coordinators kasi dito, Miss Eunice, no? And this is actually my time to share to them sa kanila, no? Yung experience namin as host company. Sa lahat ng mga OJT coordinator, please wag niyong i-judge yung industry. Okay? Like kami po, Miss Eunice, Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines Incorporated. Na-judge agad kami because of the name of the organizations. Na hindi pwede dyan ng IT, walang gagawin dyan. Alam mo yon, hindi agad ganito. So ako, lahat ng OJT coordinators, we encourage you to set a meeting. Let me present our advocacy. Let me present kung anong kayang gawin namin. Okay? So please, baguhin na natin doon yung old style na gano'n na bakit lahat naman ng associations or kahit anong company kailangan ng website, right? So kailangan namin din ng IT. Okay? So madami actually. Meron pa kaming na-experience, quality assurance. Meron pa kaming mga experience na madami actually. So yun, please, OJT coordinators, lahat po ng mga courses, we allow that. No, we open to accept actually your interns. Kung medyo naku-curious po kayo or nagwa-wonder po kayo ano pong matututunan nila, allow us also to explain to you po. Okay? To trust also our brands, to trust our company, no? Kasi again, our internship program this is actually for the better future of the interns. So please, yun lang. Thank you, Emmanuel.
And that ends our open forum for our first speaker. Miss Eunice, as your role in today's event has come to an end, I, on behalf of both the organization and the audience, would like to extend our gratitude. Please accept this e-certificate as a signifier of our thanks.
So this certificate of appreciation, this certificate is awarded to Miss Eunice T. Barrientos, RPM, in grateful acknowledgement of her worthy and invaluable service as guest of honor and speaker during the Internship Summit of Wedding Supplier Association of the Philippines Incorporated, with the theme, Taking Great Steps Toward a Rewarding Future, thereby contributing immeasurably to the prestige and success of the event, given this 24th day of February in the year of 2020. Right. Thank you so much once again, Miss Eunice. May we request the tech team for a photo op with Miss Eunice? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. On my 3, 1, 2, 3, smile. All right, for the next page, 1, 2, 3, smile. And for the last page, 1, 2, 3, smile. All right, thank you so much. We will be back again. As the first half of our event comes to an end, we will have to cut ourselves short for a brief lunch break, but stay tuned for we'll be back by 1:30 p.m. So we have a 2-hour lunch break. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys, and God bless. Thanks for
Thank you so much, Miss Eunice.
Thank you so much.
For those who wants to stay, you may stay as we just post the live on the FB page. And we still wanted to have you on our Zoom meeting, and we'll be resuming at 1:30 p.m. Thank you.
Ang goal kasi ng company is to change the old style ng internship program sa Pilipinas. Some of the seniors na experience nila, nag-photocopy lang, nag-stapler lang, nagbutas lang ng cheque. So we don't want that. And I believe kayo din as aspiring interns, naghahanap din kayo ng right company na perfect para sa inyo.
I see internship as an opportunity for us students to experience practical working, explore career development, learning new skills, and of course, gaining knowledge in a field related to what we plan or desire to pursue someday.
Spending 40 hours a week required me a whole lot of adjustment, time management, and discipline.
Every day, merong morning briefing and that's one of the best ways to start your morning actually kasi masasanay talaga yung katawan mong gumising ng maaga pa sa alarm mo.
WSAP taught me how to be braver and more confident. Because according to Mr. TJ Yusan again, everything is a learning experience.
There's no better way of learning than through a hands-on experience. Working here helps me instill a sense of professionalism that is necessary for me to compete in the business world. Sitting on important meetings, calls, or presentation allowed me to learn about office etiquette, allowed me to learn about how you effectively communicate with others.
One thing I've learned there is growth. I was able to grow as a person. I was able to test my skills, especially my leadership skills, and to enhance my communication skills. With that being said, we are not only limited to tasks at hand, but we are able to go out of the comfort zone. We are able to talk to teachers, talk to professionals, and to open our eyes in the real corporate world.
My name is TJ Yusan. I'm the founder of Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines Internship Program.